I think it's very, very important for the development of players in South Africa. In any part of the world, in fact, it's very important that you get to be exposed to international competition from other countries, to understand what is the level at other countries, for players to experience different styles of play, different types of opponents at a tournament. It's an experience for coaches also to see what is the measure of players in other countries at the same age group, for coaches to see what is the level in terms of tactics. And I think in the long term for us, our main job is to develop players to play professionally, locally and internationally. And if you look at players like Kwanele Kopo, Thabo Moloi, Ronwen Williams, they've all come through programs where they've played in international tournaments. And that's the first objective for us going to France, for the experience, for the kids, for the long term. But obviously, like every South African would wish, and every kid, and especially Rosina leadership, it's for us to try and go and win the tournament. Kubaluleke kakhulu into yokuba i-development zethu ikakhulu i-professional team ukuba zisebenzisane nezikolo ukukhulisa abantwana hayi kwezemidlalo kuphela kodwa ngokwemfundo ngokwengqondo psychologically ngokuziphatha, abantwana abahlala eRosina, abahlala ehostel, abahlala eRosina, sinabadlali abaninzi since sisebenzisana neRosina, sinabadlali abaninzi abathe baphumelela, abadlali abafana noTsepo Gumede odlalela iPlatinum Stars, Thato Mukeke odlala Ajax Cape Town, Kamelo Mukojo ose Holland odlala eFeyenoord, Kwanele Kopo, Thabo Moloi, Ronwen Williams abadlala iSupersport Tandani Nchumayelo ku-Orlando Pirates. Kanti nangoku bakhona abasanda ukunyuka abafana noSinethemba Ngidi abadlala i-national team ye-under 20, Ucabe Moyiwa abadlala i-South Africa national team ye-under 20, nabo bapromotiwe baku-first team, uGino Mweketsi, uNjabulo Kubheka. So insebenziswano yethu neRosina ineziqhamo ezininzi kakhulu. Abadlali ndibabizileyo abaninzi babo badlale for South Africa under 17, under 20. Kunabadlali kweli qela, kunomdlali uKabelo Seriba odlala kwi-under 17 national team ukweli qela lihambayo leya eFrance. So kubalekile into ba amaqela ethu professionally kwi-province zonke zelo Mzantsi Afrika into basebenzisane nezikolo.
The majority of those kids, I do not believe there's any kid who's under 13 who's not at school at this point in time. They're bound to be at school. And obviously we are saying at our LFAs, you also need to have those leagues running. And those leagues then obviously will then be a feeder to our under 15 that we're talking about. And bridging the gap comes in the sense that this is an under 16 tournament. And once we start those kids as early as under 13, they then get promoted to under 15 and then under 16. That's how we are going to link that. We hopefully believe we will emphasize the need of synergy between our structures on the ground, because we have made sure that whatever is a SASFA on the ground is linked with our own LFA and all regions, so they work together. There's a great sense of integration on the ground.
I challenge anybody who says there's no schools football in the country. Yes, I agree with you. We don't have the schools footballs like in the days of the teenage ladlas, where only football was the only sport that was being played on every Wednesday. But we've got quite a lot of programs, and I'm so proud that in all the programs of schools football and tournament that we are running, not a single one of these tournaments is having less than 3,000 schools per annum that are participating. It depends at the level of participation and the media. You guys are doing so well to cover up, but more often when people watch the media, they focus on Bafana or the PSL clubs which they are following. But it doesn't mean that there's little that is happening in schools football. Hence, you have this school. This school did not just come from the air. Rosina Sidibane.
Certainly, I think we have identified that. That's why we came in very aggressively to want to ensure that indeed those school kids that are not necessarily part of certain schools that have affiliated are part of our structure, so that we don't leave anyone. Remember, our structures are everywhere, so are the schools. But remember, this is about affiliation. And we are saying if you are not at a school that is affiliated, you still have a chance at the community level, at the community leagues, so that we cast our nets quite open, wide open to accommodate everyone. That's why we have done that.